Hello everyone. So the book that I wanted to do my presentation on today is called One Giant Leap, and it is written by Robert Burleigh, and the paintings were done by Mike Wimmer. I chose this book because I absolutely love outer space, and I think it is important for children to learn about outer space as well. In addition, the moon landing was a very influential and historic moment for the human race, and this book explains it in a very digestible way. I don't know very many children who haven't gone through a phase where they wanted to be an astronaut. I think so many kids do, and being able to connect with this very historic moment in our history is, I think, essential for kids and also for adults too. Reading this book is actually very fun. It's informational, but the author retells the events in a very engaging, descriptive, and story-like manner. And I'll just read you from this page here. It's kind of in the middle. At this point in the book, the astronauts have already landed on the moon, and they're just kind of taking it all in. And the author describes it like this. It said, they twirl like slow-motion tiptoe dancers. They jog, they kangaroo hop, like two boys bouncing on a trampoline. And I think this kind of language really helps children to understand what it would be like to even be on the moon, where there's no gravity. And I can imagine so many kids, after reading this book, being on their own trampoline and pretending like they're astronauts on the moon, kind of like Neil Armstrong and all the others that were part of that exploration. But I think also the illustrations, they're really gorgeous, and they enhance the experience reading this book. I'll just show you a couple of my favorites. They really are just beautiful paintings. Like, they really should be in a museum. Like, seriously, these are just so beautiful, these illustrations. Let me show you some others. They're just so detailed. Like, they almost look like photographs. But I think that's what makes it really cool, is for children to be able to visualize. Here's one of Neil Armstrong. To be able to visualize what it's like on the moon. Also, I just really appreciate the artistry that went into making this book. Just to briefly retell the story, it basically just gives like a step-by-step of the moon landing, from the preparation to the hovering in space, landing on the moon, all the way up until their safe return back to Earth. It provides lots of details, and it just makes it kind of a fun story while still being very informative. I would definitely categorize this book as informational nonfiction. And I would say that because the book is a good example of this genre, mostly because it's based off of a real-life event. They didn't make up a story for this. In fact, it uses direct quotes from the astronauts themselves and describes many of the details and facts of the moon landing. Anyways, I hope you guys are inspired to get this book. I really loved it. I hope you'll love it too. Thanks.